History remembers Rome's empire. But far beyond its borders, hidden beneath tropical rivers, lay another, just as powerful, and now almost forgotten. Long before Angkor Wat rose from the Cambodian jungles, a kingdom ruled the waters of the Mekong Delta. Its name was not written in the grand histories of Rome or China, yet it sent emissaries, traded luxuries, and shaped a world that stretched far beyond its rivers. It thrived along fertile deltas where canals crisscrossed the land like veins, carrying not just water but wealth, culture, and ideas. Merchants arrived from distant lands bringing gold, spices, silk, and glass. They marveled at a civilization unknown to them. Here, commerce was life, and life flowed with the river itself. For centuries, travelers from China wrote of this southern land. They described bustling markets, grand temples, and rulers whose wealth rivaled anything in their capitals. But all these accounts came through foreign eyes. The people themselves remained silent to history, their stories submerged beneath the delta's waters. Ships from India and beyond brought religion, art, and technology. This kingdom absorbed them all, transforming them into something uniquely its own. Statues of deities smiled with tropical warmth. Temples built of brick blended foreign faiths with the rhythms of the rivers. Artisans carved their stories into every stone, leaving subtle traces of a culture impossible to fully know. And yet, for all its prosperity, this kingdom would vanish. Before its name is spoken, imagine the scene. Roman coins buried beneath tropical mud, Indian beads threaded on local necklaces, Chinese records of embassies traveling these very waters. A civilization far from the Mediterranean, yet intimately connected to it. Its name was Funan. Funan rose around the 1st century of the Common Era at the confluence of rivers and cultures. Legends speak of a prince from across the seas who married a local queen, creating a dynasty that blended foreign ambition with local knowledge. Whether myth or reality, it reflects a world where oceans were bridges and the impossible became ordinary. Trade was Funan's lifeblood. Emissaries traveled north with turtles, ivory, rhinoceroses, and exotic woods, returning with silk, bronze, beads, and knowledge from distant lands. Boats glided silently under the tropical sun, carrying both goods and stories. The Mekong Delta was destiny. Archeologists uncovered one of Funan's main cities at Angkor. Beneath centuries of mud, they found Roman coins, amphora fragments from the Mediterranean, Indian beads, and Chinese ceramics. Evidence of a sophisticated maritime network connecting the Roman Empire, India, and Southeast Asia. The layout of Angkor suggests planned streets, marketplaces, and docks capable of handling large merchant vessels. Temples and brick foundations reveal a society that valued both commerce and religion. Funan's rulers were wise and shrewd. They governed from river capitals, controlling both water and wealth, gold, rice, temples, and trade, all intertwined like the canals sustaining their cities. Power flowed as easily as a merchant's boat down the delta. Religiously, Funan was diverse. Hinduism, Buddhism, and local animist practices coexisted. Temples dedicated to Vishnu, Shiva, and local gods rose along the riverbanks. Kings acted as intermediaries between humans and gods, reinforcing their authority through spiritual and political means. Religious iconography appeared in stone carvings, bronze statues, and ceramics, blending Indian and indigenous styles. Cultural exchange was constant. Sanskrit inscriptions and Brahmi script influenced administration, law, and record-keeping. Artisans carved reliefs depicting deities, merchants, and everyday life. Music, dance, and ritual ceremonies reflected both local tradition and imported practices. Funan was not merely a hub of commerce, it was a crucible where civilizations blended. And if this story sparks your curiosity about the hidden corners of our world, now is a perfect time to subscribe. Every week we uncover civilizations' history almost forgot. Funan's wealth was legendary. Agricultural surplus supported urban growth, while artisans and merchants created luxury goods for trade. Boats transported rice, precious woods, and exotic animals down the Mekong to India, then onward to the Roman world. Roman coins discovered in Angkor testify to direct or indirect trade links spanning thousands of miles. For centuries, Funan flourished. From India came monks, merchants, and artists, bringing knowledge, rituals, and trade practices. Funan did not simply adopt these ideas, it transformed them, fusing belief and craft into something unmistakably its own. Excavations suggest early hydraulic engineering, canals, dikes, and water reservoirs that supported both agriculture and navigation. Funan's urban planning reveals a remarkable understanding of the interplay between nature, commerce, and ritual space. Yet as suddenly as it rose, Funan began to fade. Rivers silted, trade routes shifted, and new powers emerged. By the 6th century, Chinese records spoke no longer of Funan, but of a new kingdom, Chenla. The delta had swallowed Funan, its glory hidden beneath water and jungle. Still, Funan left traces. The Khmer Empire drew from its culture, canals, art, temple architecture, and urban design. Without Funan, Angkor Wat may never have existed. Watercourses, temples, and the fusion of gods and geometry all began here, in a kingdom that vanished yet endured in spirit. Rediscovered in the 20th century, archaeologists revealed what remained buried in mud and silence. Roman coins, Indian amulets, and remnants of Hindu temples resurfaced, proving a civilization that defied expectations. Funan rose again, not as a kingdom, but as a mystery. Its story teaches that greatness does not always roar. Sometimes it flows quietly, carried by rivers, linking worlds, shaping history in ways invisible until centuries later. Though Funan vanished from maps and chronicles, it endures beneath the Mekong, in artifacts, ruins, and the imagination of those willing to listen. Trade routes once lined with teak ships connected Funan not only to India and Rome, but also to emerging polities in present-day Vietnam and Thailand. The Mekong still flows. Its waters sustain millions. Beneath the surface, fragments of gold, stone, and memory whisper of a time when a lost kingdom connected continents, traded with Rome, and created a world that, for a moment, belonged entirely to itself. Somewhere in the delta, Funan waits, silent, forgotten, yet ever present. Its canals, temples, and artifacts continue to tell a story of ambition, connectivity, and human ingenuity, if only one listens carefully enough.